Welcome back to First News at 10. We'll hear from John in just a moment. One of our local softball teams was in action tonight. Let's take a look at the scores. Minot North hosting Bismarck Legacy. The Sentinels kept game 2 close and pushed it to 9 innings, but it's the Sabres who would get the sweep on the road. Well, for the 4th consecutive season, the Minnesota Timberwolves are playoff bound. It's the longest streak for the T-Wolves in more than 2 decades. Now attention turns to the playoffs after a regular season race that came down to the final seconds in the West. John Jacklin reports from the Target Center.
The Timberwolves entered Sunday's regular season finale against the Utah Jazz with several scenarios for their playoff seeding. With a loss against Sunday to the depleted Jazz, they could have fallen as low as the 7th seed and had to play Memphis in the play-in. But they could have moved as high as 4th. And in the end, they end up as the 6th seed, and they're paired up with the 3rd-ranked Los Angeles Lakers.
We should feel comfortable in this atmosphere. Coming into the playoffs last year, we were a little bit concerned about how Nas Jaden would play, and because they had missed with injuries the year prior. Now they've got that experience, played really well through the playoffs last year. So it's equally important for the guys who are, at the end of the bench, you're going to run the scout team, that they get locked in and get us prepared by, knowing what our opponent is going to do and how they're going to do it. So it's a group effort all the way 1 through 18.
The Timberwolves and Lakers played 4 times in the regular season, each team winning 2 of those games. But only the final game of the regular season series was played with Luka Doncic in purple and gold. That was a game that the Lakers won in the Staples Center. Doncic had 21 points and 13 rebounds in that game. Obviously, the playoffs, it's a whole different ball game. Chris Finch spoke about that on Sunday. You got to throw away 82 games and get ready for anywhere between 4 and 7 games coming up at both here and Target Center, but starting first at Crypto Arena in Los Angeles. At the Target Center in Minneapolis, I'm John Jacklin, reporting for your news leader.
Now, the Timberwolves and Lakers will face off in the nightcap of 4 straight NBA games to open the playoffs on Saturday. They tip off at 7:30 Central Time in L.A. In Minneapolis tonight, the Twins fall to 5-12 on the season with a 5-1 loss to the Mets in Game 1 of the series. Good night for Joe Ryan on the bump with 8 strikeouts in 5 innings, but the Twins can't produce on runs on the other side. Game 2 of the Twins-Mets series will air on your news leader tomorrow night, so tune in to West Dakota Fox at 6:40 Central. It's the first of 10 Twins games that will air on Tuesdays on our Fox channel. Tune in. And tonight, the Dallas Wings selected UConn guard Paige Beckers #1 overall in the WNBA draft. That comes just a week after leading her team to the national title. The Wings went 9-31 last season, but they hope the Minnesota native can help turn things around.